beautiful beings. How are we doing today? I want you all to know immediately that Twitch wouldn't let me use the title for my stream today that I wanted to, which was My Brain is Being a Little Bastard Man. It wouldn't let me use my second choice, which was My Brain is Being a Turd. So now we're stuck with that. Because it goes against moderation things. Like, I should be allowed to bully my own brain. It bullies me all the time. Get fucked. Anyway, hi everybody. Hi Purple. Hi Bwib. Hi Coconut. Hi Al. I hope you have a good meeting. I mean, as good as it could be, I guess. Hi Shawnee. Hi Diavra. Hi Sleepy. And we do already have all of our prompts. This was from my tipathon, so I'm not actually taking any more prompts, but coming into chat with your first message being like a demand that I do something is not gonna go the way that you want it to today. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, so we have 4 more prompts to do. I don't know how many I'm gonna get done today because, like I said, my brain is just like, we're having a time. It'll be okay. But like, hey. Yeah, even if you were joking, it's not going to hit me the right way today. So just warning you. We're all on thin ice today, including myself. I do have a cat right here now, so that's going to annoy me too because he's going to demand pets constantly. So we have, yes, thank you for stepping on everything that I need to be able to see. You're so helpful all the time. Yeah. Here, let me make this so that it's not as likely to send you flying into the abyss. There you go. There. Now you can step on that and it won't slide. He tried to step on one of the the plastic bins that I have all my watercolors in. He's now seen that they move when I move the container. And he's now scratching at the lid that I just secured, so I'm glad that I just secured it, because some of those are toxic, which is why they're in a closed container in the first place, Mr. Baby Man, because if you eat them, you will die, and we don't want that. I'm gonna shake this just to mess with him for a second. Okay, no, you do not get to eat those, Sleepy. They're also expensive, so like, nah. Ah, good. Comfort treats are good. I can tell that my brain's been being really bad this week because no, I don't want them after you've done that, Sleepy. Thank you. I'm gonna take a video of what this cat is doing. Yeah, you're being crazy. You're allowed to scratch at that if you want to. It's not gonna get you what you want though. What was I talking about? Hot dogs, that's what I was talking about. I can tell my brain has been being kind of a butt because I've just been eating cold hot dogs out of the fridge for lunch the past couple days. Because I'm having trouble making myself eat, which is great. I love that for me. I'm being really sarcastic. So and I know exactly what is going on. I'm just tired of having to deal with it. It being my brain. Yes, I know that you want pets. I understand. Stop. Yeah. I am good about eating. I will make myself eat even when it's like a task. But like Sleepy will understand the level here. I made a bag of popcorn yesterday and I did not finish it. Like I don't think I even had like a quarter of it. That's the level we're at. That's fair, Coconut. Yeah, I don't like the texture when they're warm. I like the texture better when they're cold. And to be fair, the hot dogs I've been eating are not the kind that I like, so the texture's already a little off. So like I do usually eat cold hot dogs, like that's how I prefer it, but like I usually have a better lunch than an apple and 2 hot dogs. Like without a bun, without any dressing, nothing. Okay, so 4 prompts. One of them is gonna be, hi tomato, a little bit of a bigger thing because I'm gonna do a thing for Sleepy, which we've discussed already, so it's not a secret. I also think that I can turn another one of these prompts into an art fight attack if I want to. And I'm not sure if I want to or not. So we're gonna have to think about that, because I do think that Gorgeous Bat, which is the prompt from Jen, could work for me doing Rainbow's original character, quote-unquote, Kuro, the bat. So I could do that if I wanted to. I'm not sure that I do want to, because I do also already have 2 other things planned to do for Rainbow. So I just haven't gotten there yet. I also have Sparkly Cow to do. Oh, I realize now why these were in my scrap paper, and it's because of this nasty edge. We could fix that though. Yeah, I just like doing stuff for my friends, you know? I also have been alternating between doing people I know for Art Fight and doing people I don't know, just to try and, like, I don't know, expand. I've found a lot of really cool characters that I saved. I have a really big one planned, like a mass attack with a bunch of characters. I have like 12 saved, that I'm gonna put into one thing. If I can manage it, we'll see. But those are all people that I don't know. I have also finished another art fight attack that nobody has seen posted publicly yet. That one's being saved for something. I'm waiting until an event occurs. Yeah, so I have my Funfetti Possum character, like that's my persona now. Which actually I have art of her right here that Cap did. This is me. And so I was looking through Art Fight in the Funfetti tag to see who else had like a Funfetti based anything. And I found a fair amount of them. And one of them was a little Funfetti version of Swirlix, the Pokemon. Which was super cute. And I was like, oh, that's so fun. I love that. And then I was like, because the way that I started doing art and commissions was all Pokemon stuff. Once I started getting back into art after my big depression slump. And so I was like, what if I did like a big scene with a bunch of Pokemon? So I went and found a bunch of like sweets-based Pokemon to do at like a tea party kind of thing. So there'll be a little table with like the tea party stuff, and then a bunch of little Pokemon OCs. I thought that was really fun. I am already stretching, if you could not tell by my voice changing drastically. Man, we are at 100% for the laundry basket flop today. What was I saying? I also found a cool Pokemon OC that's like Appleton, except he's Burger, which I think I'm gonna do because I also found an OC that somebody made that's just a French fry, a singular French fry with a little hat, and I think it would be funny to put them together. They're Burger and Fry. Yeah, he's so cute. The same person, and their username looks really familiar to me, and I'm wondering if I actually know them from Pokemon communities on Twitch, because their username seems so familiar, but I cannot remember where I've seen it before. It was probably in Jix community, but like I can't pull it out of my brain completely. Yeah, I love Appleton too. And he's so tiny. Did you know? He's only like 1 foot 4 inches tall. He's so little. He's just a little hand pie. Thank you for the bapping. Okay, I'm taking a sip of water. I already did stretchy. And I thought about myself last night. So I figured it out already. I did a really good job when I was upset the other day about using my I statements. BP! Hello, thank you for the bit. Good song. Fun fact, if you do like 4 of those in a row, when I try to upload the VOD to YouTube, it yells at me for using the song too much. Which I thought was very funny. What was I saying? Pokemans. But yeah, the username looks really familiar to me, but I can't fully place who it is. Thank you, BP. Yeah, there's just some other stuff that's fueling it. So like my brain is always a little bit mean to me, and usually I can like divert it, but there's some other stuff that's just flaring it up really, really bad. But not much should be done about that. It's one of those things where you just have to wait. Oh, I was doing my compliment to myself. The other day I had a moment where I got really upset and frustrated, and I was in the middle of a conversation, and so I was able to, even when I was upset and actively crying, was able to use my I statements instead of telling somebody that they were, I don't know, bad names, instead of expressing what was actually the matter with me. And I was able to, I did it a little bit too late, really, because I didn't notice right away, but I was able to, take a step back and calm back down and then come back to the conversation and complete it. So I'm very pleased with myself for that. I've been working very hard on my I statements. So. That's fair, Coconut. I don't like that texture, but you do you. Yeah, I've been working really hard at it. So, hi, Rainbow. Yeah, I know you don't like it when I tug on your tail, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just a little bit. Just a little bit to antagonize you. That's what you get when you walk on my laptop every morning. Oh, Greg shut his door, so now he has to go inspect, and he's gonna go scratch at the door like a crazy boy. He was running around like a nut this morning. It was so funny. Okay. What am I doing? Nobody knows. Because I vaguely know what I want to do for Sleepies, so I think I want to start my sketch out there, because that one I'd like to spend a little bit more time on, and it's going to be a little bit more complicated. So we can jump from that to another one, or however many, because like I said, we only have 4 left, so. Oh, yeah, good luck, Shawnee. I put all my pencils away, that's why they're out. So I need to pull up a reference for this. So Sleepy was talking on their stream yesterday. It feels like it's been an entire week since yesterday happened to me. About how they're gonna have a little alter ego for their Sleepy character, who is named Birch. And has some more so the colors are picked off of a birch tree and is very oh, I'm sure they are rainbow, but not in that way. If you know, you know, and I'm not going to explain it on my stream. But Doodle has already done a little sketchy of them. Yeah, exactly. And Sleepy's prompt, I did make the color palette. I was helping out. We were all spitballing together. Yeah, Birch seems like they would make oatmeal for breakfast and eat it outside on a the porch of a log cabin. And and maybe like share it with some birds who came by, like put a little bit on the railing so that the birds could eat while they were eating. That seems like the vibe to me. But Sleepy's prompt for the Tipathon mural that I haven't gotten to yet is hot chocolate. And I was talking to Sleepy yesterday about, like, Birch seems like the kind of person who would be, or raccoon person, whatever, who would be sitting in the woods and like bring a thermos of hot drink with them. So I think I want to do Birch holding his little hot cocoa with the thermos next to him while he's sitting on a log in a birch forest. That's my plan here. What did you do? Did you buy more Legos, BP? Yeah, we can put a man on a moon, but not even the moon, a moon. I guess we technically have put people on more than one moon, right? Because other planets have moons. But we can't transform them into a raccoon. It's true. So this is the vibe for this. I'm probably gonna look up, because in my head I have exactly the kind of thermos that I think that Birch would have, but I think I'm gonna need to look up a reference for it. Yeah, there you go, scratching the door. I called it. Because I want Birch to be holding the. Oh, fair, Dissy. I guess we have put rovers on other moons and not like. Yeah, that's fair. Exactly, Tomato. We need to be spending more money on figuring out how to make Sleepy a real raccoon. Clearly. Perfect! I'm so proud of you, BP. That's great. I'm so happy to hear that. Maybe the problem is that we can't treat Sleepy's jeans because they always wear skinny jeans. Maybe that's the real problem. You need to wear bigger jeans, Sleepy. We're gonna have some birch trees in here. And I should use a ruler, quote unquote, but I'm not going to because fuck that. And I got to also, while we were talking about this, show Sleepy my backyard, which is literally just a copse of birch trees. So I was like, this is where Birch lives, clearly. To be fair, Sleepy, it does not matter what kind of jeans I wear. I always end up with a hole in the inner thigh. Because, I'm fat. I don't know if you guys knew. I was going to make some sort of, like, cute euphemism, and I was like, no, actually, I'm just fat. Like, that's not a bad thing to say. I got them thick thighs. I got them thick everythings. Okay, so I'm putting in some little, like, snow clumps here. Maybe I want to put a little cardinal sitting on the end of the log. Because I want Birch to be, like, here. Then I want the open thermos to be sticking out of the hole in the log. Like that. Do you remember when PHAT became a thing and people had to like specify that they were calling you that one and not FAT? And it just caused so many misunderstandings and people got so mad about it, because I remember. Many people in this chat are too young to remember that, but I remember. Let's see here. Kinda want them sitting here like this. Little ham. arms coming out here and holding the little thermos cup. Oh, he's being crazy. With hot cocoa. Yeah, for real, Wib. Maybe I want to make this a little bigger. The prompt is hot cocoa, like hot chocolate. So I do kind of want to actually make that a thing. Do we think that Birch would have marshmallows in their hot chocolate? I feel like they would. They would have brought a little pocket bag. Stop that. Of marshmallows to put in the hot cocoa specifically, I think. I think one leg up on the rock, like this. Oh my god, the cat is being crazy. Sleepy, you're just threatening Tomato with a good time at that point. Because I kind of want to put little marshmallows in here. And I do want steam happening. Do I want to put a little burb in here? I think that I do, but maybe not in the foreground. Maybe have some little like snow bits stuck in the branches. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Shawnee. Perfect. Okay. I need to actually draw a raccoon now. I am realizing, like I've said this before, but my anatomy is bad. Which means that when I'm like trying to do these poses and stuff to get it the way that it looks in my head, I'm having like a lot of problems with it. Yeah, I've got it up on my phone like literally right now. Because I did, spoiler alert, I have drawn Sleepy before, so you kind of know what I'm doing in some regard. Although I've been using a lot of, like, not bases exactly, but I've been taking a lot of inspiration from other images. So, like, the one I did of Doodle was based on a piece by, like, an actual master painter. Yeah, for real. Triangular. But not like the Chris Evans Dorito style. So I'm doing a lot better.
Piss,
like
girl.
Already? I don't think I'm allowed to run ads again yet. Let me get the mask in here, that'll help. I think help me figure out where this is going. Thanks, Sleepy. I can do that once ads are back up, because that's like half the point. Or we could refund your points for you, Herpel. Which would you prefer? Ooh, good luck, Rainbow. I don't know why good luck, but good luck anyway. I drank coffee this morning too, but I don't think I've had enough water today. I say don't think. I know I have not had enough water today. I need to do like a little lippy situation there. Yeah. Oh, exciting, Sleepy. Next question is where I want to put this hail. Maybe like wrapped around the thermos. Like this. Because then you could be getting the warmth from it. I guess this should also have some steam coming out of it. Because it'll be open. Oh, I also finished another one of the affirmation cards that I don't think I've shown you guys yet. I did add it to my thingamahoosit layout. Yes, go get more water, Coconut. Sleepy did say they wanted them to be a little bit more like actual raccoon versus like what Sleepy is. Maybe I give them some big ol' raccoon feet. That's that. Early anatomy, help. I usually do alright, like vaguely alright when I have references, but I'm not using one. Hey, Red Bean! I do want his little palms wrapped around the cup here, which means the hand would be kind of like this. I do want his arm, or their arm resting on the... I keep calling Birch he, him, instead of they, them, just because, like, they're a little guy. I don't know. That's fair, boy. Whatever gets you moist, I guess, is the correct choice. And yes, I did choose that word on purpose. You're welcome. Let's see. So it'd be kind of like this. And the little toes would be wrapped around a little bit, I think. Raccoon feet are weird. Just in case anybody was wondering. I mean, all feet are weird, honestly. I was talking to Kat the other day, and I forget what he was doing. Probably working on art. He was looking up a reference. And he was like, I don't get how people are into feet. They're so weird. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. But if there's something, a person's gonna be a horn dog about it. Like, I think I will also give little scarf. Not only because it fits the vibes, but also that means I don't have to figure out how the neck attaches to the rest of the body. Also, it's in the reference here. Do you think I'm gonna have this going over that? I'm amazed you don't already have one, honestly, Sleepy. Okay. So I'm assuming the patterning on the tail is the same as yours, Sleepy, just a different color. I also have Sleepy's actual reference image saved, like their sheet. Do I not have any more lead in this? Please? I need to switch to a bigger pencil. That's fair, Sleepy. There we go. I don't think this tail is floof enough. We can do a little zigzaggy. Pattern, because the bottom is the darker color. Remember that. So dark, light, light, dark. I actually brought my iPad out here specifically so that I could use that to have a second reference on my sheet. Yeah, shipping to like Canada and Alaska is always like a freaking nightmare. Here we go. Because, yeah, it is darkest next to the light. Do I want to do a jacket on them is the next question. They do have a piercing here. Yeah, fair. I think my next big hurdle here is to figure out the... So maybe that goes there and then that actually looks fine. Okay. Figure out the hams. My brain just completely stopped. Because raccoons do have little thumbs, which is part of why they're such little terrors. I do think that this is small enough that I don't super need to worry about the hands being perfect, but because like it's small, you can't tell. But I do think hands, like the fingers interlaced a little bit here, would be cute. Okay, let me solidify the thermos here. Because I remember this specific kind of thermos that my parents had when I was little, because my dad would use it when he took the bus to work. And it had like a plaid outer bit to it right here. And I feel like that fits the vibe. Because I feel like Birch specifically, well, they would have a nice thermos. They 100% would have gotten it as secondhand stored because they don't want to buy into consumerism. Like, I feel like that's super on point for Birch. So, like, they'll get the essentials that they need to live their life, but they aren't going to, like, they're going to avoid buying into, like, consumerism as much as possible. A lot of this is going to be really simple shading because it's snow. Like, that's the plan here. So I think maybe Birch has just cleared off a spot for them on the log, and then everything else is a little snowy and cold. Hi, baby. Are you gonna behave? Well, I haven't given them eyebrows. Yeah. You didn't want to come sit with me this morning when I gave up my space for cuddles for you. I also want to solidify the feet a little bit more. I need to look up Raccoon Pete's, which is a totally normal thing to do. Raccoon Pete's. Oh, I just saw something I didn't want to see. I saw many things that I didn't want to see. Alright. That's weird. Why are people like this? And to be clear, I'm not talking about furry stuff. There are people selling actual dead raccoon feet. And I hate that. Why would you do that? That's disgusting. Leave them their peats. They do have like really bony little toes. And a lot of this detail is going to end up like not actually there in the end because it's small, but I want to do it correctly. Yeah, it's really, I don't understand why. Like, they're just little guys. Leave them alone. I think that this is a little bit better. Good. Go get some water, Coconut. I think that this needs a little bit more. Can you see it? I used to have a stamp set that had little footprints of various wild animals, and one of them was definitely a raccoon. I don't know if I still have that. I should look and see. So I would give it to you. I love that. Boromir does have raccoon behavior, honestly. Excellent, Rainbow. You're batting like 1,000 today. Okay. I think I am gonna give Birch a little sweater. I think it's cute. I do think that I'm gonna make it like change the way I was gonna do that sleeve. I do think I'm gonna make it like a little hand knit sweater with maybe a patch or two on it. Because again, I feel like Birch would have found like a really nice handmade sweater at a thrift store and then would have patched it up. So, like, I think we'll put a little elbow patch here. And then maybe like a little chest patch right here. That just, I feel like that fits the vibes. And Sleepy said that I was super on point when I was guessing vibes yesterday, so. Okay. I do want like a little snow berm here that his foot is, or their foot is resting on. I'm gonna keep doing that and I'm gonna get frustrated with myself. I don't know, just little guy behavior. I do need to have another side to the log here. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that's mostly good. I do need to add the color for the Pete's. As just like with the Sleepy model, it'll be a little this. And Cozies are a different color. Like that. And then we will be able to see a tiny little bit of the tummy color on the inside of the leg there. Okay. I think I'm gonna ink this. And then we'll see. I think I'm only going to ink the log and Birch themselves. I think leaving the background and the like scenery a little looser is gonna look nice. Yeah, it always sucks, Shawnee. Well, that reminds me, so I mentioned a while back, I think in Sleepy's stream, that I really only had one piece of clothing that still fit me from when I was in high school, and I wore it the other day, and I meant to send Sleepy and Tomato a picture of it, and I don't think that I did. Because it's, I think I'm gonna put little fuzzies in its ear. There. This. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Go get your rest if you need it. Eee. So there's also a hole in the log that it's shoved into. But I figured it would both keep the tail warm and keep the extra hot cocoa warmer. Okay. Me trying to make sense of my own lines. Nobody tells you how much of being an artist is just trying to figure out what you were doing. I think I need to move this mask out a little bit more. Mostly got this eye covered. Just have a little bit peeking out. Yeah, honestly, you put down like 4 lines, and when you did it, it made sense. And then when you go back to it, you're like, what the fuck does this even mean? What was I doing? And the answer is, nobody fucking knows. Okay. A little bit more of a realistic quote-unquote nose shape here. Get a little nostril. And we'll have some little... Oh, maybe I want to add a little twofer. I want a little twofer right there? I don't think I do. I feel like Birch is softer than having a little tooth out, actually. Changed my own mind. I should also ask Sleepy, are you gonna make a separate character thing for Birch on the art bites? Okay, I will save this for when you do that then. Here's where I regret not having done clear lines for the thingies. It's fine, it's fine, it's all fine. Yeah, definitely gotta get your rest. It cooled down finally last night, so I was actually able to get some real sleep. I slept in like really long today, too. Indeed, I hope so too, Shawnee. I actually think those feet are pretty good. All things considered, I think those aren't so bad. I really don't do like a lot of anthro anything, so I've been really like struggling a bit with some of the art fight stuff. Which is part of why I've been very focused on little guys instead of like actual people. I love how I said I was gonna look up a reference of this thermos and then I just didn't. I don't want to make the steam. I do think I will do a little plaid here. And I can just add colors in and it will feel correct. I hate that one of the best ways to improve your art is to make more art. What the fuck? I'm tired of things in life having like real level up consequences. Like, oh, you want to be good at this thing? You have to do it a bunch. Well, what if I don't want to? What if I want to be good at it right now? How dare you? What the fuck? And like, just to head this off at the pass, I know that is also how AI bros think, but the difference is I'm actually doing it. I've been hunched over doing art like non-stop multiple days in a row. I do think I'm gonna like maybe tomorrow I'll take like a real day off where I don't go to any streams or anything and I just like do what I want to do and not do like work for a bit because I've been trucking. I do think that I will do a little bit for the peats right there. Let's see. I don't want to do that line because I want that to be snow. Maybe I do want to do that line. I want to do these ones and have it be like a little less distinct. Good, Johnny. What's for dinner today? Or were you just doing dishes? I guess it is about dinner time for you. I think I add some more like knots and stuff on here. Yeah, I'm like that too, where I clean while I'm cooking instead of like sitting down or something. Okay. What am I missing? I guess the bottom of the mug here. What did I put in? Continue there. You don't really have an end to the sweater, but I think that's fine. Like it's not visible. Oh, I guess I didn't. No, that wouldn't be visible either. Never mind. We're fine. Me rethinking 35 things at once. You know how it goes. Okay. So I do want to lighten up the, why did that sound freak you out? You hear that all the time. Lighten up the lines back here a bit. Since a lot of it's going to be pale, the graphite will show through really intensely. And where we have stuff inked, we can just fully erase the lines. Ooh, that sounds really good, Shawnee. I didn't dog. I'm thinking. Here, barrel. Okay. The tiniest little line. Okay. I think we do, like, we wet the paper and do the background so that it's a little softer before we do the rest of it. Because I'll want those lines to be sharper, which will be good for wet on dry. But for now, we can do wet, and then it will do our distance blur for us, basically. Oh, why are you still colored? I don't think I like these brushes, man. They hold on to color so badly. So, I think, because I know that I was using blue-based grays for Birch themselves, because Sleepy was saying they were kind of like moon quality. Maybe I'll use some warm grays in the background instead of the cool gray. Just to differentiate it a little bit. Or maybe I won't. We'll find out. I can always mix both together, like it's not a big deal. But I often, if I'm doing like one thing with a cool gray, I'll do the other one with a warm gray, just so it feels a little bit different. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Contrast it a little bit, especially since, I mean, we're doing a softer background. We've already differentiated them by doing the line art. So, like, it's not that big a deal, really. But adding more never hurts, I think. We're just gonna lock in some tree bits here. We'll just make the birch a little bit dark. It's gonna look intense right now, but it'll even out. Don't worry. I will hydrate. Thank you, Shawnee. It was literally just me moving my water bottle. Why are you glaring at me? So we have like the closer foreground trees here. Then I'll just do some like lines farther back to feel like more trees so that it does actually feel like a full forest. These are all going to blur a bit because we wet the page, so it's going to really feel like a background. I mean, there is a Squish Sleepy thingamahoosit emote. This thing's a little bit more further down. Make that feel closer. Squimpsh. Yeah, the salt will make you feel more thirsty for sure. And you know what I haven't had in forever? Jamba Juice. They didn't have one up here when we moved up here. just kind of like forgot it existed. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I feel like Birch gives really good hugs. Honestly. Okay, this is looking a little crookedy here. Part of it is crookedy on purpose, but not all of it. Okay. And I'll also add just like, just like silhouettes back here. One of the things that I find difficult, Birch is the character we're drawing now, so it's based kind loosely on Sleepy, but it's like an alternate version. And you'll really see that once we start adding color to Birch here. Shade these out a little more. The paper is drying like actively right now, which means we can get kind of like a nice in-between stage here. Carve this out a little bit more. I have not. We haven't. I haven't scheduled any collab yet. From the Tipathon. If you want to talk about the other thing we were talking about, you're welcome to do that. Because I'm thinking we probably do it when, like after I get back. Oh yeah. Go for it. That's all on you, baby. You get to choose when you say stuff for that. Yay! So Sleepy's birthday is coming up, if anybody didn't know that. And Sleepy's gonna be doing some kind of streams. And I'm gonna be involved in one of them. It's gonna be fun. And we're gonna do some sticky business. Hi, Dogai! One of the things I find really difficult, about like perspective in landscapes is that things get lighter the farther they go away and not darker. And I don't know why that's so difficult for me to like conceptualize, but it sure is. Don't know why. But, like, you get kind of like a distance lightning effect, and I'm like, well, but things that are on the farther away are darker. That's how it works. And I don't like it. It makes my brain hurt. I do think I'm gonna shade snow specifically with some blue. I think I'll use like a light phthalo blue. Phthalo! Ooh, maybe actually I want to use lavender color. That will be good. Let me clean that up first though. I've got a lot of other blue on it because I was mixing. Oh my gosh, there are little kitty toblins like really close next to me. And I could just reach out and poke them. Yeah, they fade away, and I don't get it. Oh yeah, sorry, I wasn't using that on you. You're being great. I've started using the spray bottle on Con when he's clawing the furniture. So I picked it up to clean up my palette, and he was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "No, you're good, bud. It's okay. You're fine." Okay. Because I think I had a piece of scratch paper. Where is it? There it is. I think shading with like this color would be good for the snow.
You're doing amazing, sweetheart.
Thank you. I can never stop saying the thank you like that because Cap likes it. Okay, we're gonna use lavender for this because it's a nice, cool shading color. So we're gonna just put a little bit going back here. Noted, Shawnee. Yeah, I think Tomato said that he had the same spray bottle that I do, and he specifically uses it to stay cool during winter, or during summer. I'm like painting snow, so I'm like, ah, yes, it's winter now. Moisturize me. I haven't rewatched, like, I was gonna say old Doctor Who, but that's not helpful. I haven't rewatched the old New Who in a while. 9 is my fave. That's my baby man. He is beautiful and traumatized, and I love him. I haven't watched that in a while. I kind of, like many people, I think, I kind of got off the Who train during Moffat's era because, yeah. If you know, you know. We've talked about it before. I do need to decide what to do for like the sky. Maybe I want to leave it just the whites. But I do know that it's not Moffat anymore, so I could probably get back into it. But I'm one of those people where, like, if I've missed something, I want to see all of it, you know? I get that that's not really a thing you do with Doctor Who, because I sure as shit haven't seen all of the original stuff. I mean, it's impossible, literally, to see all of the original stuff, because they literally just threw a bunch of the episodes into a fucking river. They're just like, nobody cares about this. Like, you were wrong. So jot that down. Yeah, I have not watched Infinity Train, and I don't know that I know what it is. I would be happy to hear you describe it or tell us about it, okay? Yeah, right, Shawnee? Oh, cool, sounds good. I love learning about new things, especially new things that, like, my people care about, you know? Okay, that looks pretty good so far. We do want to do the same thing in the foreground, too. Um, I might give a little bit of a purple tint to the background, maybe. Or maybe I want to do some like sunbeams in the back. Then we can add a little bit of warm light to the snow. Even though birch is more night coated, I do feel like they would go and have like their morning cocoa out in the woods. Or late afternoon or whatever. I do think I need to do some more like textury snow work here. There are so many things I need to watch. Like, can we just put a pause on the entire world for like a couple weeks? And I can just like catch up on everything? Please? I feel like super overwhelmed this month, honestly. Like, I have so much going on. And I'm traveling at the end of the month. So, I have not done any work on the color and focus this month, and we're already a week in, and I'm gone for the last 2 weeks, like week and a half of July. So I also need to get the sticker club stickers. Like, I need to figure out what I'm doing for that and print them. And it's just like, there's too much to do. Because like I was pretty well caught up going into surgery. Like, I was very prepared for that because I knew that was coming and all that kind of stuff. But then more things happened, and time continued to progress without my permission. And now we're here. Yes, hello, baby man. Hi. But because I was caught up going into surgery, and then like because I didn't have as much of a buffer after that, I really need to be catching up, and I did not think very clearly about how much I was going to have to do in July, so I like wasn't prepared for it. And now it's smacking me in the face. And I also have been doing so much art fight. I think I'm gonna like try to chill a little bit this week on it, actually, because I've already done many attacks. I say as I'm working on an art fight attack, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's also work, so it counts. Trapped on a mysterious train, endless number of cars, each being its own universe. Must resolve their psychological trauma and emotional issues in order to get home. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't done art fight before, and I was just like, okay, I have all these things saved. Let's just truck. But I don't know. I think the way I've been doing it is kind of discouraging me a little bit, so I think I need to chill just for my own well-being. Because like it's I know it's not like a one-for-one thing. Like, if you make art for somebody, they aren't going to immediately attack you or anything, and that's fine. I wasn't expecting that. But I have only had one attack so far. And I know somebody else is working on another one because they've been asking me questions about stuff. And I heard from somebody else that they were working on it, so. But it does kind of like, if you've been pumping out art like gangbusters, you know, at some point I'm like, can I have more than one, please? Yeah, that sounds really interesting, Dogai. I played a visual novel kind of game that had a similar vibe to that. And I'm not going to remember what it's called, but it wasn't translated very well because I do think that it was like an Asian game, and they kind of just, a lot of the translation just didn't come across correctly, I think. So there were like just grammar errors and stuff. It was fine. There were some sentences that were not clear. But where basically you've ended up on the train of the dead on accident. And you have to like go through and talk to everybody who is supposed to be on the train to the underworld kind of situation, which was very intriguing. But I love the idea of like stuck on a train, you know? I think maybe I'm gonna add some purple shading to the foreground too, because I do have this like wisteria color that might go nicely with this. A little bit of it, like not a lot. But yeah, I have more ideas than I have time for Art Fight for sure. I have saved a bunch of characters. Oh yeah, that slaps. Alright. And I still have more to do. Like the one that I'm gonna do for Tomato, for instance, which I do have an idea already. I haven't sketched it out yet, though. I have been trying to alternate between like people I know and people I don't know, just to like, I don't know, keep it interesting. But since I've been doing most of them digitally, I will also be able to work on those when I'm traveling, so I'm not as concerned about that. I do need to, I think, buckle down and focus on like my real work this week. And also just like take a chill pill for a little bit. Because, like I said, my brain has been kind of being a butt, so I'm also fighting against that. I kind of realized yesterday, actually, that part of the reason I was going so hard on Art Fight was because I was avoiding my own brain. And I was like, right. The mental Illinois. You know? Because there's some stuff going on. And I can actually fill you in on that later, Tomato, but you might have already heard a little bit about it from Sleepy. I'm not sure. I did give Sleepy permission to talk with you about it, but I don't know. I don't know if they did or not. Yeah, the thoughts. And even worse, even more horrifying, the feelings. You also know about this, Shawnee. We discussed it a little bit back when it first happened. So that situation, I don't know how to describe it in a vague way. Has not changed, I guess is a way to put it. Has come to a finale and I will not get proper closure is perhaps another way to say that. So I'm having to just like fucking deal with it on my own and in shared spaces, and it's not fun. Can you like actually pick up some pigment, please? Thank you. Yeah. Yep. I've been struggling with that this week and the past week. So yeah, is what it is. Even if what it is fucking sucks. Nothing to be done about it. Just gotta wait for, I don't know, time to loosen it up. I do think I'm gonna add some yellow as like a highlight color in here. So I think adding some light beams coming down in the background is gonna add to the vibes. I am gonna use a little bit of purple back here, but not like nearly as much as I did in the foreground, because you wouldn't be able to see the full shading as you got farther back anyway. Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, I know you guys are. Thank you. I'm trying to make it look, so when it's really cold, if you don't live someplace with snow, you don't know this, and maybe some places that have snow don't know this either, because it doesn't get cold enough even if you do have snow. But when it's really cold, snow, when it's windy, moves the same as like a sandstorm does. So it makes like these flat areas that look like dunes in the snow, and that's kind of what I'm trying to get across in the background here with the shading. Which, like, if anybody here doesn't know, I live in Alaska. I've seen a lot of snow. Yeah, when it gets really, really cold, all of the trees end up like looking like glitter. Like, I did not understand why it was a thing to have like glitter spray on Christmas trees until I moved up here. Because yeah, when it gets really cold, literally everything sparkles because all of the moisture in the air freezes to whatever is close to it, you know? Red bean, no, that's really rude. If you don't want to read it, you don't have to read it, but you do not need to demand that somebody else do something for you. Yeah, yeah, Sleepy. I feel that. It does get, like, it's gotten to, like, -20 and stuff here, which is very cold. -20 Fahrenheit, just to be clear. And yeah, if you can find me a coat that keeps me warm then, that's great, especially if it comes in fat people sizes. Because a lot of winter gear does not actually come in size for fat people, which is not great. Like, I guess I'm just supposed to freeze to death. Okay, cool, thanks. All good. It's a learning opportunity, Red Bean. Okay. Next question is how I want to do the light spots. Oh, that's nice. One of the worst things about like winter gear, especially if you're going out to do something like shovel the driveway or whatever, is that you get way too hot. And so really you just get super sweaty inside and like your hands and face are numb and it sucks. Oh yeah, super good, Sleepy. Oh, interesting. There was like a lot of stuff that just got randomly deleted at one point. Again, speaking about lost media, we're in the second big era of lost media. Streaming is going to lose us a lot of media. As like all of those Netflix originals, if Netflix goes under, that's it. Thank you, Sleepy. Yeah, agreed, Shawnee. it's a lot. I think I'm just gonna add a little bit of yellow here, like this, kind of, in the corner up here. Not much. Oh, I was talking very vaguely about something that's going on so that the people who knew what it was about could understand, but nobody else could. That's all. I was just talking about something that's been upsetting me, but very vaguely because it's not something I need to fully share on stream. Doodle, 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 doodle. Hi. I think I want this to end up a little bit wider the farther down it goes. Because that would be how it do. And again, this is something that I could have used a ruler for to make it clearer, but I don't want to. I don't wanna. Sometimes you gotta just be a brat to your own art, you know? I think widening this way is the right call. I should have done that while it was still wet, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, thank you for understanding. Like, I know it can be kind of frustrating when somebody is talking really vaguely about something and you want to know the tea, but it's definitely not something I need to share on stream, and it's not something I need to share with a lot of people, because it could be a tenuous situation in a lot of spaces. Yes, you're so close, Doodle. For anybody who doesn't know, Doodle is having surgery in 3 days. It's very exciting. It's a good surgery. Everybody say congratulations, Doodle. Yes, we're very excited for Doodle. Ooh, I'm realizing I didn't bring the snow up far enough for this tree right here. So let's mess with that a little bit more. Yeah, it's so exciting. Oh, I was gonna say earlier, part of the reason why I haven't scheduled all the collabs for my stuff is, like, 1, I have to do with Doodle, and Doodle's having surgery, and 2, I'm leaving at the end of the month and have too much work to do, as previously discussed. So, like, not yet. I feel like just waiting until I get back is the better call. Yeah, very exciting. I do like that Doodle and I had our, like, I don't know how to phrase this. Had our temple altering surgeries. Like, the body is a temple and we're making it suit our needs surgeries. Like, so close to each other. It's like, I wouldn't call mine gender affirming. Although I guess kind of. I don't know. Yes, you're just a little baby man, I know. And you're gonna knock everything off the table with your tail. Yeah. I think that's a little better. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't call it gender affirming personally, because it's not like a gender thing for me personally. Like, it could be considered a gender affirming surgery in somebody who, I don't know, had more strong opinions on their gender, I guess. I go with genderqueer just because I'm like, this whole thing is a racket and I don't want to be included. You know? And childbearing is very connected to the gender that I present as. That was never part of my consideration for my gender. So having my uterus removed didn't really dovetail into that for me specifically, but I can understand how it would be that for somebody else. Yeah, exactly, Shawnee. I consider it more like a tattoo, honestly. Like, I'm decorating myself and forming my body into the way that I want it, but it's not necessarily related to gender. Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. I bought a fixer-upper and I tore out the flooring and found hardwood underneath, you know? Augmentation. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's kind of just like a body modification for me. Yes, absolutely. I mean, considering the reality of where we're at in our political sphere, yeah, we're definitely in the dystopian era. So, and I think I'm gonna have this one going over that one, and then another one down here that doesn't, like that. Yeah, that vibes. We sure do. Which is part of why I'm leaving at the end of July. Um, just in case anybody didn't get the memo. Oh, actually, this is vaguely related. I'm not going to be streaming on Wednesday because I have my last post-op appointment in the morning. So I won't be here. You could hang out here if you wanted, but I wouldn't be here. But I'm sure there will be plenty of other fabulous people. Oh my god, the cat just ran down the hallway so loud. I'm sure there will be a lot of other awesome people on Twitch for you to hang out with. Actually, is Rainbow streaming in the morning on Wednesday? I think yes. So you can go all hang out with Rainbow. That's a really good choice. Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I'm also, like, I'm not even being remotely subtle about it at this point. Like, yeah. Thank you, Shawnee. Or Sleepy, whoever did that. It doesn't tell me who does the big shoutouts. But I've also, like, because of what you need to do post-hysterectomy to take care of yourself, like, I'm chewing drywall. Yeah, and I think basically everybody is like, yeah, get it. Which I love. Yep. Yeah, pretty much. Shawnee is like really on top of it, but also sometimes Shawnee is like in the kitchen or eating or what have you, or gets pulled away because of whatever, which is also perfectly valid. I was telling Stars was saying in her stream earlier that she kind of felt bad that she wasn't here all the time to be a mod. And I was like, no, stop that right now. That's the reason that I have 3 of you, is so that you don't need to feel like that ever. Like, you all don't need to be on at the same time. That's how it works. And my stream is also small enough that I can just mod if you guys aren't here. Like, it's not a big deal. Don't stress about it, please. Oh my god, Doodle. Yeah. Yours is I think a little less specific than mine is in this regard. Because there are very many rules about what I am allowed to put in my body right now. Yeah, Stars has gotten a lot better about that though. She definitely is not questioning herself as hard as she used to. So, yeah, I've been a mod on Twitch for over a decade at this point. So I also much like many of my friends, have anxiety and have issues about needing to feel useful to everybody all the time. Otherwise, I'm not worth anything. And yes, that is a call out for everybody. We'll all work on it together. I'm realizing I didn't do any purple shading here. Yeah, because generally speaking, the kind of people who are willing to mod a Twitch stream are also the kind of people who feel like they need to be useful to their friends, otherwise they're going to get abandoned. And that is, in fact, a self call out. And if you got caught in the blast, we'll work on it, you know? Because, yeah, it sure do be like that. And sometimes it gets proven to you in very specific ways that don't help with that. Yeah, yeah, because we all kind of collect in a group, honestly. Because we're great about that for, like, long spoon theory, which is it's easier to take care of somebody else than it is to take care of yourself a lot of times. So the trick is you need to make a long spoon circle where everybody is feeding everybody else with the long spoon, you know? I'm gonna do some of this yellow glow on here before we add the birch texture, because it would cover up that anyway, because it's going to be pretty dark. So I think this will help. Oh, I was going to do a little snow bundle there and it didn't. But yeah, so I've been doing this for a long time and I know exactly what hangups I personally have. And I tend to have very many friends who have the same kind of hangups. So I'm very careful about how I structure the mod situation. Which is also part of the reason that I don't have Cap as a mod, because that ends up making everybody feel super awkward in my experience. Like, if the partner is a mod, then, and to be fair, one of my partners was a mod for a while, but I knew that I could trust them to not, like, overdo it. But it always feels like that's who you're supposed to be deferring to on a mod team, if that's the case. And it does not make for a very good mod environment. So that's part of the reason why Cap is not... I didn't do the other lines on this part of the mod team. Even though I do trust him, like, obviously. But generally speaking, my rule for my mods is they will react to take care of me. Like, I trust that they are always keeping in mind my well-being. Yeah, Adam is a good mod, but he is like the only active mod, which I think is not great for that environment or for Adam. But my opinion is not wanted there, so I will leave it. What color do I want to do the log? I'm trying to decide if I want to do like a cooler brown or a warmer brown, and I'm thinking probably cooler since it's deadwood. I think that makes sense. So let's cool down the brown. Froge. Alright. Oh, did we refund Herpo? Is that what happened for the thing earlier? I'm realizing that we could do that now. Yeah, isn't that so great, Mr. Frog and Mr. Toad? I love that. Okay, because we can do that now, actually, because I could stand a little stretch-a-rooney, I think. And then I think we're only finishing this today, honestly. And maybe we're not even fully finishing it. We'll see. I'm gonna try, but I am going a little bit harder on this than the other prompts that I did, because it is like a new character. Yes, I do believe I'm going to go Piste. And then, because that will let the log dry. Well, actually, I take it back. I want to do some shading on this first before it fully dries, and then once it's dry, we can do some fun texture work on it. I'm going to add a little bit of shading to it for now. I like to do most of the shading with texture, but adding a little base is good. Ooh, excellent! Love that for you, Tomato. I would have so much problem, like, if I was doing gender stuff, remembering to do shots and stuff. I'm having enough problems, like, remembering to take my regular medication twice a day. I started putting it on top of the face cream that I use at night, so that when I see it, I'm like, ah, yes, right, I'm supposed to do that. Yeah, see, because you only do it so often, right? And I know that it depends on like how much you're taking and how often and blah 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 blah. But because it's only so every so often, I would absolutely forget regularly. Okay, base shading there. Yeah, we're glad you remembered. Good luck taking your boy juice. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break, which means I'm gonna run some ads. Don't look at them. We don't like capitalism here, and I still get, you know, the half a cent if you aren't looking at it. So feel free to take a break with me. You could go get a little drink or snack or a little treat. You could do a little stretchy. You could go to the bathroom like I'm about to. You could also look at something that's farther away from your face than your screen is right now, your eyeballs would thank you. And then we will meet back here in about 3 and continue on with Birch. You should also be back. So welcome back, everybody. I'm realizing on camera how bright this looks. Like, you cannot see what I've been doing. I didn't open my camera software and mess with it today, so that's probably why it's so blown out. I don't care about your new features. Software, you suck, and I don't want to have to use you. Like, actually let me? Oh, you aren't going to let me do anything unless I restart you. Get fucked. And yeah, definitely remembering it all is way better than not remembering. But I get it. There you go. Why did it take so freaking long? I hate Logitech. I do this. Will you stop being a butt? That's better. Alright. Okay. I think we're probably not going to go for a huge amount longer because I'm just, as previously discussed, I'm not really feeling it today. But I would like to get some work done on this log first. So we'll do that. And then I think I will end and go get something to eat because I did not eat lunch before I started, which was not the wisest decision I've ever made. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just...
Hey, pause what you're doing for a second.
God.
I want you to know that while it can be difficult to see your own progress, know that I see how hard you're working, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah, I figured just, like, being in my own space with people who care about me would help today, and it did a bit, but I'm still just, like... When you have the mental Illinois... What you're really doing is dragging an extra 75-pound weight with you whenever you do anything. And it makes you kind of tired. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more of a distinct shadow here. Yeah, especially the long one. So Cap is in there twice. So first he gave me that super long one, and then he gave me like a shorter one because he was like, "Oh, should I do like what everybody else did?" And I was like, "You can do whatever you want." Like, if I didn't want to include it, I would have told you. Oh, hams. All right, got it. Oh yeah, that's Linda, by the way. Yes, it's very good. I do think that to myself a lot. We've discussed before, like, how many stims we get from our streamers. And the hams is definitely one. And I hadn't put a sound in for that one, like, since I started streaming. And finally, I had, like, a brain blast at night, while I was falling asleep. And I was like, wait! I can use a rainbowism! Alright. Fingy stretches accomplished. Yep, tomato does have good ham. It's true. I get to see Tomato's ham in person even. Soon. Soon. I'm looking forward to getting my back cracked by Tomato. Because I hear that Tomato gives really good back crack hugs. I do. I'm scared, Sleepy. I will tell you, like, straight up, I am not going to maximize the money at Hot Pot. Like, I'm incapable of doing that. Okay. Let's use... Yeah, Tomato's good at hugs. I'm gonna get touched more, like, just in general, like, not even... I just mean in general. Than I have been in, like, multiple years on this trip. I'm gonna get so many hugs. I guess this would be not quite a good test for my fan brush, because that's part of the reason why I got it, was to do like wood texture. But I could also use some colored pencil to do that if I wanted to. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I have, but when I was thinner. One of the bonus things about being fat is that men don't try to pick you up when they hug you, because that is 100% a thing that they do with skinny femme people. Well, I'll come hug you too, Shawnee. You watch out. Or I'll drag you up here to hug you. I feel like that would be better for you in general. To have a frickin' break. What was I saying? Oh, but now that I'm heavy enough that guys can't pick me up, it's actually really nice, because they will just pick you up without asking and be like, hee hee, and I'm like, can you set me the fuck down? What's wrong with you? Yeah, Red Bean. So I'm traveling to Canada at the end of the month. So I'm stopping by to visit Sleeping Tomato, and then I'm gonna go see Cap, and then I'm gonna hang out in Toronto for a little bit by myself, visit some museums, or maybe I'll end up just sitting and crying in my hotel room. We'll see. Because, like, that would also be super valid of me, just saying. Yeah, you have to ask first. Yeah, but I don't know. Really, like, ooh kind of guys just think that they're allowed to do that always and it's fun, and it's like, no, that's horrifying. Can you not? Like, I understand that you're more powerful than me. That isn't fun for me. Like, I don't know if you realize what you're actually doing is threatening me, even if you don't mean it. Yeah, it's gonna be really nice, I think. I haven't left the country before, so this is gonna be my first time leaving the US, which is a little scary, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I love that, Shawnee. It's like, oh, you don't want to do that. That's a bad idea for all of us, actually. Okay. I do think it's interesting, like, as somebody who does both physical and digital art, it's really interesting to see how the two affect each other. Yeah, I'm also weird about being touched. There are people who do have permission to touch me, like people that I actually trust. The big thing for me is I need to trust that you will stop if I tell you to. And if I don't trust that, then you aren't allowed to touch me. If I do trust that you would stop if I said no, then you're allowed to touch me whenever you want. Um, but there are a lot of people in my life who did not respect me when I said no, in a lot of different ways. So we have some trauma about it. And like, I don't even mean like, ooh, big trigger warning kind of not touch me situation. I mean just like that thing where like, oh well, you have to hug your Aunt Sue because she came all the way to see you, kind of a thing. Like, that is still part of the problem. Like, bodily autonomy is bodily autonomy, and either you respect it or you don't. There isn't like an in-between thing. Oh yeah, that's so fair, Sleepy. So I told this story somewhere, maybe it was on Rainbow's stream, but my first boyfriend did not know I was ticklish the entire time we were dating, and we dated for 3 years. Because every time he tried to tickle me, I would just go completely deadpan. Like, I would just completely shut down. So I wouldn't react, and I am ticklish. But it got to the point where he was like, oh no, she's not ticklish, and would tell other people I wasn't ticklish. So they all left me alone. This song specifically is God Crown by Harris Heller, which is Stream Beats. Here, I will type it in chat too. If my keyboard will let me, there you go. No, that's totally fair, Doodle. 100%. Yep. I do also, if you do exclamation point playlist, it'll take you to the Spotify link for my stream playlist. I also made one on YouTube, but I don't like YouTube Shuffle. It's not good. I like Spotify's Shuffle function a lot better. Ooh, nice. And yeah, I don't know, there's just like, if your autonomy in general was not respected while you were growing up, it still affects you as an adult. Like, even like when other people don't get it, or if you don't really fully understand why that still affects you, it's still a thing, because like, you've been shown that you cannot trust people, and that will fuck you up in a lot of ways. And especially for like people who were in situations where they had to rely on only themselves, and they didn't get the kind of framework they needed to get help or to get their needs met. And again, this is a self call out, but feel free to tag yourself in. That still affects you and how you yeah, it still affects how you interact with the entire world, because it's literally rewired your brain. So, like, it has gotten to a point where your brain is like, no, we cannot trust anybody else. We aren't allowed to ask for help because nobody is going to help us anyway. So, why would we? Because, like, I do that too, especially because, like, you guys know Cap. He's just a very helpful person. He likes helping. Um, and he does a lot of, like, really quiet helping. Like, he doesn't expect anything about it. He's just helping because he wants to help. And therefore doesn't always ask when he's helping. Which for me personally sets me off sometimes. And we've talked about this, like this isn't a secret from him or anything. But it's kind of a thing where, like, because I was very reliant on myself for a lot of things growing up, having somebody help me feels scary because I feel like somebody, like that person who is helping me, is doing it for a reason. And that reason is to get power over me. So it's like, it's a lot. And I also, because I think I've talked to Doodle about this before, actually, because I was in a situation where I couldn't ask for help, it just doesn't occur to me a lot of the time, even if it's something like really simple. Because I'm like, oh, well, I need to do everything myself. It's weird. Brains are fucked up. I don't know if you guys knew. Yeah, exactly. You need to let other people help you. Like, you need to get past your own thing. And the way that I do it, like, there's a little brain loophole for me, is that people want to help. And if you don't let the people who care about you help, then they don't get to care for you in a way that feels correct to them. So I'm actually doing all my friends a rude disservice by not letting them help me. And that lets me side skirt it a little bit. My me? Yes, you're you, Shawnee. And we all like being nice to Shawnee. This is just the truth. Because Shawnee is nice to everybody. Well, except for people who don't deserve it. I will not. I will not stop being nice to my friend. You can't make me. I have found one person that Shawnee doesn't want to be nice to. Which was very funny. I've seen Shawnee threaten violence exactly once. And it was because I told them a story about my childhood. Yeah, we love Shawnee. Shawnee appreciation. Okay. Is there anything else I really want to do to this right now? I don't know that there is. I guess I could shade the knot that the thingamahoos it is in. Oh, I don't know if I've given Doodle book recommendations. I should give Doodle book recommendations. I've read, like, part of the reason why I sound so on top of it with this stuff is because I have read a lot of self-help books. And I think I told you guys, I didn't end up really liking the book so much, but I did find it useful. The Body Keeps Score, which is often heralded as like the book on complex PTSD. But that book called me out so violently in the introduction. It was like, oh, you can't just like will yourself out of being damaged. That isn't the word that the book used, but it's like you can't will yourself out of being damaged the more you learn about it. And I was like, excuse you. How dare you attack me this way? I haven't even read the book yet. Rude. Mean to me. Because, like, I definitely am that person who over-researches something. Because if I understand it enough, then it's not as scary, right? It's so silly. Okay. But, like, I don't know. I've always been like that. If I don't understand something, it's scarier. If I can manage to understand something, it's not as scary. Which makes sense, like, in a general sense. But again, it kind of goes back to the I had to figure out things myself thing. Because, like, if I if I can learn about it, then I can deal with it myself and not need to ask for help. Um, we. Maybe I want to add the black bits to the birch trees here. And then I think I'll end. I don't think I'm gonna raid today. I kind of just want to go chill. But there are a lot of cool people on Twitch, and I'm sure that you have some ideas about who you would like to go spend time with. I do know that Rainbow will be streaming later today. Actually, no. I was gonna say Rainbow starts in an hour. No, that's me adding an extra hour. Rainbow starts in 2 hours. I've done that before where I'm like, well, if I can just make it a half hour. Hi, girl. Beanie. Beanie is the version of Shawnee that just slaps people who are mean to them. So I'm still working on some Tipathon prompts. This one I'm going a little bit harder on. We've been working on it all stream. But Sleepy made a new OC kind of, so it's like an alternate version of their persona. So I'm working on doing a little piece of art for that because their prompt for the Tipathon was hot chocolate. So they're holding some hot chocolate here. And we're doing a little fan art for Birch. Yeah. Sleepy and I were talking about it yesterday. And I was like, oh, I can turn this into an art fight attack, actually. Get attacked, nerd. I say as if I don't already have an attack waiting on deck. Don't worry about it. I've been killing art fight, by the way, just in case anybody was wondering. I haven't been posting my art fight attacks on other socials. I've been posting them on Tumblr. I think maybe I need to do like a big thread of the ones that I've done so far on other socials. The reason I haven't done that is because I want to add image descriptions and I just have not had the wherewithal to do that lately. And also not finishing this now means that it gives Sleepy a little bit more time to add Birch to their art fight. I'm already being really patient about something else. Me being patient about 2 things at once is impossible. So I joke as if I'm not being patient about like 35 things at once. I figure I just add some birchy lines on these just to finish the background vibes, I think. And then we can just work on Birch themselves next time. And again, I'm not streaming on Wednesday, but Rainbow is streaming in the same time slot, so you should go hang out with Rainbow on Wednesday morning instead of me. Because I will be going to the doctor and getting checked under the hood. To make sure that all of my internal stitches are good, and I did not, in fact, pop this pussy while I was healing up. Because all of my other sutures are like sealed up. It's just that one, and it should be fine. I'm not worried about it, but getting it checked will be nice, just so that I don't have to think about it anymore, and I'll be able to use my weighted blanket again, which will be great. Because I miss it. I think that's part of why my anxiety has been so bad lately is because I haven't been able to use my weighted blanket because it's too heavy for me to lift. Ooh, thank you, Shawnee. I'll go check that out after stream. I don't know why doing like straight up and down lines is so much easier for me than doing side lines. I guess it makes sense because like that's the way my hand moves. But one of those things where it's like, okay, but why though? And the real answer is that I haven't done the kind of training that you need to do to get it to be even the other way. So, yeah, exactly. It's just like, whatever. I can do what I want. It's my art. I make the rules. No, we have to hold Shawnee gently like Borgor. Especially since they are turtle. Oh, speaking of, I love that everybody, so Cap's been doing Art Fight, right? He's been doing Art Fight for like multiple years. I've only just joined this year, but his new character hasn't gotten any art yet. I think. So if somebody wants to like attack Coco, Cap would like that a lot. Although people have been drawing Pelora a lot, so I am eating well. Pelora is my favorite. Yeah, Coco the turtle. Swamp turtle? Tortoise? I don't remember the exact definition. Yee, that's what made me think about it. And yeah, Shani, you should make your turtle for reasons. Don't worry about it. Ah, good. Totally valid. Cap did add like his capybara in the middle because Doodle had something to post. So perfectly valid. And the one that you showed me, Tomato, is delightful, so I'm pleased. I might because the other capybara that Tomato did for Cap is in the fan art slideshow. I was gonna say reel, and I was like, that's not the right word. So I might add all of the capybara stuff with Cap in there, since I assigned Cap capybara. I'm the reason Cappy exists. And I was right, so you know. It just has capybara energy. Yeah, for real. I'm tired. It's almost like I've been fighting my own brain constantly or something. How'd that happen? Who said that? Yeah, Captain Ahaf, who is also my boyfriend. Looks a little bit more like birch trees now. I do have the snow here to shade. I'd like to do that before I forget again, because I've forgotten it twice already. Whoops. just not that big a deal, but I want it, so I shall add it. Oh yeah, I'm glad, Shawnee. I don't like that happened to you. Which I think you already know, but not thrilled that Shawnee got sick. Because you have enough to deal with. You don't need anything extra. Alright. Okay. I think that's where I'm gonna call it today. I don't have anything else to say. My brain just full on stopped. I will say again, not gonna be here on Wednesday. I will be back on Friday. We'll finish this and then hopefully keep working on. Oh yeah, good. Go get some rest, Doodle. I'm about to not have a meeting with my mattress, but go chill for a bit. Thank you. I did turn this one into less of a like doodle prompt and more of a like full ass painting. So it makes sense that it's taking longer. Yeah, so I will see you all on Friday. I will probably also be vaguely around the internet. I think tomorrow I'm going to like not be in any streams or anything, so don't worry about me. I'm probably just gonna lay in bed and play Stardew or something, because I need to fucking chill for 5 minutes. Yeah, for sure. And I was planning to do this one a little heftier since Sleepy and I were talking about it yesterday. It being Birch, I mean. And I was like, I can turn this into an art fight attack. Yeah, I've been trucking a lot lately because I feel really behind, but also I will still feel behind if I take a day off. And I will be better equipped to continue doing things if I take a day off. So I will do that. Let me switch over to the ending screen. That is, in fact... Oh, I know what I forgot to tell you guys. I finished another affirmation card, and then I didn't show you guys, so I will do that before I end, actually. So I made the 5th one that's right above my head. Yeah. That one is for Diavra. And the bottom is Irish, and it says stand tall. And Diavra actually helped me with that translation, because I double-checked just in case I was doing it wrong. Because that's something that you want to get right. So I have 2 more of those to do, and then that'll be done. I'm considering using one of these as the sticker of the month for August, but I'm not completely sold on that yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the sticker in August. I don't know, because that's one of the things I need to figure out. Maybe I do it without the words or something. I might feel better about that. I could also do one of the doodles that I've done for this. Hell, I could do the birch painting after it's done. But I don't have a plan for it yet, and I need to figure that out so I can get them printed and get them photographed and make the post. Because I'm going to be out of town when that should get posted, so I need to get that set up. But yeah, welcome to me rambling about my to-do list. Yeah, so I'll figure that out. I've got 2 more of those to go, and I'll show you guys once I finish those. I'm hoping to get those done this week. I'm actually going to go work on them now. So that I can hopefully get them done and then not exactly not feel guilty. It's not exactly feel like I've checked those off of my to-do list, because I want to make sure to get the stuff that I promised from the Tipathon done as soon as I can. Yeah. I'm not going to read out today because I don't want to. I'm usually really good about it, and I'm not up to it today. But again, there are a lot of wonderful people on Twitch right now. Goose is live, Goose Town. I know for sure. And yeah. Do I have anything else to say? I don't know that I do. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being niceys and understanding about the like lower energy day. Um, yeah, I promise I will. Bye. Get it? Bye, bye, bye. Um, so yeah, thanks for being here and everything. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Remember that you're loved because I love you. And if you can't take care of or be kind to yourself for yourself, please do so for me because I think you're awesome and deserve nice things, including from yourself, even on the days when it's really hard. So I'm gonna go do something nice for myself, and you should also go do something nice for yourself. And then we can meet back here on Friday and hang out. What? What? Why are you yelling? What happened, Tomato? Oh, Tomato's brain is cooking. I love that moment. Oh, that's fair. We also love Rainbow, and Rainbow will be streaming in a little bit, so you can also go hang out with Rainbow later. I'm fine with being Linda. Somebody called me sleepy the other day too, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. That seems fine. uh, yeah, so everybody go take care of yourselves, and we'll see each other in other places on the internet or on Friday. All right? Bye.